Good morning. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining me for another episode of You Matter. Today we are going to be wrapping up our topic on living an authentically empowered life. So hopefully you've been able to catch the first two recordings that we did. There's some important and valuable lessons and action steps for you in those. The first week, we discussed what it means to empower your body. And I pointed out that it is important to start with moving and taking action to improve your physical body, because in my beliefs, it houses both the mind and the spirit. And as a fitness and health and lifestyle coach over the last decade, I can tell you that when people started by taking really great care of their body and building confidence in their physical being, that empowerment transferred over into every other aspect of their life. So first step is empowering that body and meeting yourself where you are and just starting to move. Okay. And then the second week, we discussed some steps on what does it mean to empower your mind. And empowering your mind kind of builds off of when you start empowering your body, because empowering your mind is going to happen when you start embracing the uncomfortable and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Now, you can see that that can start by moving your body in ways that are just outside your comfort zone, and then continuing to challenge your body to make sure that you are staying outside your comfort zone, and then allowing that change and adaptation to transfer over into you developing a more and more empowered mind. I also made some suggestions in there for you to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people that don't just tell you everything that you want to hear, but people that are genuinely going to support you and challenge you at the same time. And then thirdly, I think that I pointed out another good practice for empowering your mind is going to be reading something or listening and watching videos of speakers, influencers who are living to what you would aspire to be in your life and challenging you to find that internal inspiration to living your best life. So today we're going to wrap this discussion up with what I really consider just this most beautiful place to be in life. And that is when you are living with an authentically empowered spirit. And spirit, that's kind of a hard word for us all to use and agree on, like, what does that mean? But I can tell you what living with an empowered spirit means to me. And then I would challenge you to do a little self-reflection and self-assessment and figure out, what does an empowered spirit mean to you? So for me, living with an empowered spirit means that I am no longer living from my ego, and I'm actually living from my heart. A little personal story here that would be good to kind of describe this to you would be just my evolution as a fitness coach. So when I started with just a small gym in my local town, I needed people to need me. Like, I was good at fitness, and it definitely lit a fire inside of me. But if I look back all those years ago, what really prompted me to get started in fitness was that I needed to be needed. And I found that I was a pretty darn good coach. But that only took me so far, because you can see, if I am coaching people because I need people to need me, that's about me. And that's about my ego, and that is not about my spirit. So after now it's been upwards of 10 years, and seeking out mentors, challenging myself physically, mentally, emotionally, I can say that I am now at like this pinnacle of my career, because being a good coach to me anymore has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with the people that I am helping find that light and that inspiration within themselves, so that they in turn are living empowered and fully in their body, mind, and spirit. Okay. Spiritually empowered people, they're like, you gravitate towards them, right? I'm sure that you have all been in a room at some point in time in your life with someone where you just can't get enough of them, right? Even when they just walk in the door, you can feel energy. Those people have found something just unbelievably important, and that is what gifts they have that they can share with the world. Now, if you say to yourself, like, well, I don't know what my gifts are and what I'm supposed to be sharing with the world, I think we get it wrong a lot of times, in that we think that if you have something big to share, that like that's the only way that you're truly spiritually empowered. Well, I would argue just the opposite. Your gifts and spiritual empowerment come from the small things that you do in everyday life, like complimenting a stranger, right? Smiling at someone that you don't know, helping someone out that is in need, right? We all have our own set of gifts that we were given. And when we can take those gifts, whatever it may be, and share it with the world, that is when you become truly spiritually empowered. A couple of examples of some people I know. Like, I just love spiritually empowered people. Like, I can't get enough of them. And I work hard to keep those people in my life, right? There's a gal who I'm friends with here locally. And this is just a great example of doing what you can to share with the world to make the world a better place. Now, she's a seamstress. Her mom owned an alterations company, and her mom has since passed, and she has taken over this business. And every time I see posts of hers on social media, you can just feel how truly dedicated and living with spiritual like richness she is when she talks about making things for people. Like, she made my daughter's first communion dress, and like I still pull out that dress and just can feel Bridget's like love and dedication to what she does, right? So whether it's you're making things for people to wear, wedding dresses, first communion garb, if you're in real estate and helping people find their dream home or buy their first home, or if you're in finances and you're helping people like sort out their finances so that they can have security in their life, those are powerful things. So when you're doing a little self-assessment on yourself about like what it is that you really have to share, think about the things that you love to spend your money on, that you spend your time on, and that you have internal dialogue about. Okay? Those are good indications of what your gifts are. And I truly believe we each were born with a unique set of gifts that we have to share with the world. So we talk about a lot of these things, and I love that you join me and listen in, but I don't want it to stop there. The next thing I want to be able to do for you and to help you with is to actually give you steps to take to start living more authentically empowered. Okay? So the first step, and this really comes into your body, your mind, and your spirit, is do an honest assessment of where you are right now. An important piece of that is honesty. Right? We all like to tell our stories like, I'm comfortable with this, or I'm okay where I am. Be really honest and ask yourself, are you giving to the world everything that you have to give? Okay. So when you do that, accept where you are starting, and it is not about negative self-talk. This is about removing your ego, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and just say, look, this is where I am, and now these are the steps I'm going to take to get myself to where I want to be. Okay? So number one, self-assessment. Honest with absolutely no judgment attached. Okay? Second step is make a commitment to live in awareness and with intention every single day. Be intentional about your sleep. Be intentional about the foods that you eat. And in general, be aware of your place in the world. Okay? How you interact with others and how you are taking care of yourself. Okay? Third step is move your body. Okay? Moving your body will create energy. It'll create spiritual energy, it'll create physical energy, and it'll create mental energy. So no matter where you are right now, I want you to make sure that you're moving your body every single day. And it doesn't have to be complicated. If you don't do anything right now, just start by going for a walk every day. Like, I know I sound like the biggest broken record on that, but I could change so many people's lives if they would just implement a walk every single morning to move blood and get fresh air and sunshine every single day. Okay? If you already exercise a lot, then what I would challenge you to do is figure out whether or not your exercise is intentional and it is actually improving your function and improving your gifts that you have to share with the world. Okay? Because too much exercise is on the other end of the spectrum, and I see a lot of that. Honestly, this is a little off topic, but when it comes to movement, what I see in thousands and thousands of people is that you have people that aren't really moving at all, and then people who are using exercise as stress relief and actually creating more stress and harm to their body. Okay? My goal is to help people find that little medium, happy middle ground for movement, but that's coming. Anyway, so I digress. That was number 3. Okay? Number 4 is you have to remember to practice these things every single day. Okay? So we are rhythmic creatures, right? We are meant to be on a circadian rhythm. Our energy levels and our sleep functions according to the sun and the moon. So we want to make sure that we are practicing creating a rhythm with our day. Okay? I recently sold my brick and mortar gym, and so my everyday rhythm and lifestyle has just really changed. And honestly, I've been flailing with that. I don't know if I should come into my office. I don't know if I should work from home. So I am struggling to put together a new rhythm, and I'm taking this challenge as an opportunity to learn and get really connected with people that don't have a rhythm to their day. And I think a lot of people that stay home, right, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you just stay home or are retired, I think it's very easy because you have so much time on your hands to really lack rhythm in your day. So I encourage you to start putting in, it doesn't have to be a boring routine, right? I'm just talking about good rhythm to when you eat, when you sleep, when you go for a walk, when you read, when you socialize. Create some kind of pattern and good rhythm to your energy throughout the day. Okay? And then lastly, and this is super important, is to remind yourself continually that this is a journey. Right? No different than anything else in life that we fully flourish in. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort on a daily basis to get there. Right? For those of you that are parents, you weren't just a perfect parent day one, right? Nor will you be when the day you die. But you got better with it over time as you practiced. Those of you that have careers, right? Think about where you started and the dedication and education and constant work it took for you to really excel at your career. Becoming physically, mentally, and emotionally empowered and fulfilled takes that same level of dedication, hard work, and appreciation that it is not a 30-day start and stop. It doesn't happen in 2 weeks. It happens over the course of a lifetime. And then to accept that it is not a linear projection straight up. You don't just start moving your body, eat good, now you're mentally strong, and boom, before you know it, you're spiritually set, right? It ebbs and flows, right? You're going to have high times where you feel fully energized and really positive, and then there's going to be times where you feel like this is never going to happen. But the key is to not assess that and beat yourself up on a daily basis, but look over the course of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and then a year, and ask yourself at each of those milestones, are you making progress in your life? Okay. I just love this topic, and hopefully now I've helped you guys kind of connect the dots about what does being empowered and authentically empowered have to do with health, fitness, and lifestyle, and hopefully you can see it has everything to do with it. So keep after the hard work. Move your body every single day. Eat food intentionally to help improve your overall life. Right? Move, eat, surround yourself with people that will build you up and that will equally challenge you to take action and not get stuck just talking about it. Okay? I love doing these, and I'm getting more and more comfortable with them all the time. I have to be totally honest. It's really awkward to sit and just stare at myself on a computer screen, but it's good practice. So thank you guys always for tuning in. If you love the stuff that I do and the messages that I'm trying to get out there and help spread in the world, I encourage you to make sure you visit my website. So I'm on social media quite a bit, but if you go to my actual evfats.com, then you'll be able to subscribe to our newsletter, just to make sure that you get all of the articles that I write. And then we've got a lot of exciting new things in the works for online coaching programs that are including nutrition and movement and lifestyle. We're launching that beginning of June. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up that are really going to help all of you out there that aren't physically in the same location as I am, who really want to take action on creating the most fulfilling life possible. So head over to evfats.com, make sure you sign up for the newsletter, and then scroll around a little bit in there. We have some live events that we are hosting. There's going to be one in Santa Barbara in the fall, and then our large event that is called the Kwambene Conference is in Cabo, Mexico in the last week of January. So we would love to see you at any and all of those events. Please keep in touch with me. I love it. Let me know what you want to hear more of. Next week, I am going to be on the road on Monday, but I will still be recording live, and we're going to talk about how to eat healthy while you're traveling. So thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it. I don't take it lightly that you dedicate some time to me and learning with me, and I hope I can help you out. Have a great rest of the week and be intentional.